Hey y'all, welcome back. Today me and Diva are going diving in the river. By the way, Diva's the one in the colorful wetsuit there. Anyway, we're scouring the bottom looking for fossil shark's teeth, whale teeth, artifacts, pretty much anything we can find. And we never know what we're going to find, especially when we're crawling in the bottom of one of the deepest holes we know in this river. We haven't been here in a few years, so hopefully today turns out well. Wish us luck. This one's really nice. This is an angustide. Look at those colors peeking through that tannic stain. I might treat this one. It looks great. Nice burlette, good cusp, root is awesome, and the tip is there. That's what we're looking for. One and 7/8 inch angie. It's a clunker. Not too much to say about this one. That's a big one, 2.5 inches, angustide. Not the greatest of teeth, but you can't always tell underwater. 2 1/8 inches on this angustide. Got a little ding there. Tip is feeding damaged as we're used to, but it might have some good color under there. Decent tooth. All right, there's a decent size hemi. It's 1 3/8 inches long. Looked huge underwater. It's not the biggest one I have. I mean, these things get over 2 inches in some places, but around here they don't usually get this big. So, good hemi. Look at the size of this croc tooth. It's a big one. That's almost 2 inches long, nearly 1 inch around. There were some big crocs that used to live here. Big ones. Angustide, 1 7/8 inches. It's okay. It's relatively whole tooth. You know, got the normal damage, feeding to the tip, some wear, a little missing cusp over there, some things to the root, but got the whole shape, so pretty close. Mako, 1 5/8 inches. This is a lower tooth. Probably got some good color under that stain. One of the eeriest parts about river diving is coming up under a gigantic stump. There's always amazing gravel, so I always have to stick my head up in there and see what's up. Well, this time I saw a huge fish. I think that's a catfish. Probably at least a 20 or 30 pounder. Massive. Can you say stew? I'm just kidding. I left him there to do his catfishing. I don't know what he's doing with his face up in that stump. Maybe that's how they sleep. Kind of like a sperm whale. Anyway, crazy stuff down here. This is an awesome sand tiger. It's 1.5 inches long, so it's pretty big, but it is sharp. Really cool tooth. I love sand tigers. They are some of the coolest shaped teeth. Look at that thing. These are fish-eating sharks. That's why they have these dagger-shaped teeth. Sawfish rostral tooth. Related to a shark, but not a shark. This is the thing that sticks out in front of that animal. It looks like a chainsaw. They just decorate the side of the thing, just like this, all the way around. Cool find. More or less complete Angustidan, 1 1/8 inches, just missing a little bit of that root there, a little bit of feeding damage to the tip and some wear, but otherwise that's a decent tooth. This is a little superstar right here. It's only 1 1/8 long, but it's got it all. It's got the tip, it's got both cusps, the root is awesome, even the flat side is good. I may actually do the treatment on this one because I think this is going to be some good color underneath. You can see it kind of peeking through there. It's going to be a light orange color. Another really worn tooth, 1 7/8 inches. Damage to the root, worn, tip ding, more or less complete though. If I cleaned all that tannic stain off, it might have some decent color underneath. There's an Angustidan, just a little guy, a little bit over 1 inch long. Got everything, it's just worn. Nice little Angie, 1 1/4 inches. Got the tip, got the cusps, got the serrations, got the brulette, the root is whole. They don't get much better than that. Real happy with that one. This is a nice tooth, 1 7/8 inch Angustidan. And I'm not going to treat this one because I think the blade is actually that color. The root might be brown, but that's okay. Some good serrations on that guy, good cusps, all around nice tooth. Alright, I'm going to call this one my shamer of the year so far. This Angustidan, 4 1/4 inches long. Y'all saw the footage underwater. All I could see was blades sticking out. And I could tell it had the tip, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be awesome. But no, the root has to be slaughtered way before I was even born. How ironic is that? Angustidans almost always have the tip ding. But then when a giant tooth has the tip, the root is destroyed. That just goes to show you how hard it is to actually find these guys big, intact. All right, cue the leaf blowers. It's time to do another roundup from the dive. This dive was pretty good. Got a couple of really good ones there. Huge shamer, some nice non-shark tooth related stuff up there. Got some almost whole ones, some busted ones, and some river rubble down there. You know, good selection. Well, I appreciate all of you who have subscribed and are watching this. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I put out good stuff like this all the time, and you can see all the wonderful things that are just laying at the bottom of the river, buried in the earth. Evidence from our prehistoric past here in South Carolina. I will catch y'all next time. Until then, happy hunting.